All right. So today on NewbieVeT, got a special guest. We got Mo Love.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. We're finally getting this interview with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how's everything going for you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just taking it moving.
Okay. Take it easy. Okay. We're gonna start from the beginning then. Okay. So you're originally from Augusta, Georgia.
Yes, born and raised.
Born and raised. Okay. What hospital?
MCG.
MCG. Oh,
MCG,
okay.
baby.
Okay. Cool. So what neighborhood you remember like from your recollection? Like what neighborhood you remember growing up?
uh, let's see. I was born at the bottom.
What's the bottom for the people that don't know?
Walker Street.
Walker
East
Street.
Boundary.
Okay. So question. So when they say the bottom, the bottom is that whole stretch of area, or is it certain parts of that area?
The whole stretch
That
of the
whole
area.
stretch. How far does the bottom go?
I say from like 4th Street on down.
4th Street on
If you
down.
from 4th Street on down, you're the bottom.
Oh, gotcha.
You could be down there at Wallen Oaks. You're in the bottom.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. And there's a lot of people that live down there too. Yeah, there's a lot
It's
of
a
people.
huge area.
Huge area. Okay, so what was it like for you growing up in the bottom?
Well, I mean, I've had maybe like a few, recollections of me being in the bottom, but like I moved around a lot. So like for me, I remember being on like Lake Armstead and freaking uh Harrisburg, and then moved from there to the hill, and then from the hill back to the bottom. And it was like, I moved around a lot, so people was like, "Oh, you're not from home?" I'm like, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I don't sound like it, but I am.
Yeah.
They're like, "Where you from?" And I tell them like, "Nah, okay." But if
Right.
I walk around there, I ain't getting no hits, no nothing. And everybody know me.
Mm.
Everybody know my family. Everybody know my daddy. Everybody know who I am.
Right. Yeah, but once you outside those elements, they don't know. They don't think
And they're
you.
like, nah.
Right.
They're
Right.
like, oh no, you from up north. No, I'm not.
Yeah. Why? Cause how you move and how you carry yourself and stuff like that.
I'm a fast talker and I'm a fast walker. But
Right.
I've been like, I grew up knowing just to move, just to keep moving, just to keep moving, regardless of where you at. That's
Right.
all I know. Just keep moving.
Right. Okay. All right. So what school you went to? Well, when we talked, you said multiple schools. So
I
what?
went multiple schools.
So what
So
all the schools you went to?
when I was at elementary school, I did John Millett, and then John Millett turned into Lamar Millett. So I went there, like, I went to John Millett for like up to like 4th grade. Then 5th grade, I was at Lamar Millett. Lamar Millett turned into Tut Middle School, and then from Tut, I graduated from Westside in 2027.
Mm. Hey, okay. You remember all that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
okay.
2017, I graduated from Westside, but I was at Tut, I was at Lamar, I was at John Millett, and now John Millett ain't John Millett is Lamar Millett only. But I ain't ever got in trouble, so I ain't say I went to this school, this. That's the whole lineup.
Okay. So you have while you was in school, you ever did any sports or anything else?
I did track, golf. Yeah, just track and golf. But then I went from the field to in course.
In chorus,
In the
okay.
course.
Okay. So you enjoy chorus?
Yes, I
Okay.
did. I went to the state. No, yeah, it was like a state competition with my chorus club when I was at Westside. Like I think like my first couple years there. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. That's why I
Okay.
guess I get into the music moguls over here and stuff.
Right. Okay. That was up. Okay. So I graduating, you said 2017.
Hmm.
So what was your plans after that? Was your plans of going to college, or you was like, you know what, I'm gonna stay around Augusta, or
My first chance to go to college, I went to Augusta Tech, but
okay.
I was still young minded and on the young minded bullshit. So I was like, so I kind of got kicked out. So I was like, you know what? Let me just sit down, settle, give me a job, and work something out first. Give me something grounded, and then try to go back to school. And then end up going to moved out to tried to move out to Virginia like 4 years ago. Came back home, was like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at, where I'm
So you
good
said
at.
Virginia
Hmm.
4 years ago.
Yeah, for
How
like a
long how
week.
long you stayed up there?
I was a week.
A week. So you didn't stay that long.
I ain't stayed that long. I
Oh,
was like,
okay.
yeah, no, this ain't for me. Just left, came back home,
Right.
and been moving and shaking ever since.
Moving a second ever since. Okay. So just basically just trying to get your foot in somewhere what you trying to
Yeah,
figure out what you want to do and make it your career or whatever.
yeah. Especially when I started. going back to college because I'm now going on my 3rd year of college right now for my bachelor's degree in criminal
Congratulations.
justice. And it's all
Congratulations.
online, so I'm like, it gives me time to actually do what I like, moving and everything like that, so I can just stay in one spot. But I can also moving and shaking. I was like, okay, I got school, but I can also do this.
Right. See, I'm glad you said that because like my daughter, my daughter, she's in college, but she wants to experience the campus life, and I'm like, that's expensive,
Very
and
expensive.
very
I seen
expensive.
I seen the bill for mine. I said, yeah, no, thank you. I
Yeah.
didn't even stay on campus when I came to Augusta. I said, I'm gonna go at home. I'm gonna stay off campus,
Right. Because it's a lot cheaper, so it's a lot cheaper to stay off campus than on campus.
especially if you do financial aid. You get more money in your financial aid if you stay off campus.
Gotcha.
If you do financial aid, you stay on campus. All that's gone.
Oh,
All
that's
you gotta do is maybe like $200.
right.
What you gonna do every 3 weeks, every 3 months? $200? No, thank you.
Right.
No,
Right.
thank you.
So everybody don't understand like that college life is a gamble, and it's a gamble for one because a lot of people don't finish getting their degrees because they get so burnt out and stressed over the amount of work, and then having to work at the same time to pay to go to school, and it be like most of your money going to your school and most of the bills sometimes, or it be vice versa. So it'd be like a real major challenge for people that's going to school and having to work and doing all those.
Especially if you're not educated on the amount of grants that are out there to
Mm.
help you with school. There's so many grants out there for young people that they're not even actually looking for,
Mm.
but they're not even advertised though. That's the crazy thing about it. There's a lot of grants out here, but they're not advertised primarily to the young generation.
Mm.
So, like when I went to Augusta, I stayed off campus, but I also had a full time job. So I had to work on my full time job with my school on top of my financial aid. I had a Hope grant, a Pell grant, and then I had a scholarship from my job.
Mm.
And I was still getting maybe like 2 grand back from
Mm.
financial aid, but only had 4 classes. Some people would get into it and have 6 classes a week or like a semester. I'm like, I only have 4. Now I'm with it where I'm only have 2 classes a semester, and they only last like 11 weeks.
Mm. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all. Okay, and then you still got time to do other things and stuff like that because you want to do other activities, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah,
And I don't get burnt out by it.
Exactly.
I just take my time with it.
Exactly. Okay. So, how many siblings you have?
2 older sisters and then a younger brother.
2 oldest sisters
Mm-hmm.
and a younger brother.
Yeah.
Okay, and you the baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, how was it like growing up being the baby
Well,
the baby girl out the bunch?
growing up, I was what they could consider spoiled.
You was
I
considered
was
spoiled
considered spoiled so much growing up.
because you was the best out. You was the favorite child or something out the bunch.
It's not I was a favorite. It's just I was my daughter's. My dad had a daughter outside of his marriage with my mom, one of my mom's cousins. So
With your mom's cousin.
yeah, but it was
Oh.
before they even got married.
Gotcha.
So while they was like in high school, my dad had a baby, and then like not even a few months after, my mom had my sister. So, but we didn't know about each other until maybe 2 years ago.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
So this like a big surprise to you.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, but
So
I've always thought I had an older brother, older sister, and a younger brother. I didn't know I had 2 older sisters and a younger brother. But when I would be around like family members or we go like family events, stuff like that, it was like, oh, I'm my dad's last daughter. And I was the only one out of all his kids. Like, he did not see my sister was born because he was locked up. So when he got out of jail, I was the first one he saw born. So it was automatic like, oh, I gotta protect this one. Oh, this is my baby, right? This is my baby.
Right.
The other one, yeah, they mine, but they're like, it's different. Like, he parented us differently, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
Especially when it came to his boy.
Gotcha. You came at a time in his life where he's slow. He decided to slow down. He decides to slow down, and get his stuff, get his life together. And just so happen you coming at the time, and he look at you as that refresh.
Yeah. And then he ended up getting locked up again. So
Yeah, gotcha.
then he ended up getting locked up again. Came out, my brother was born. So life happens.
Gotcha. So, but it was fun growing up, though, right?
Yeah, I had a good time. I had a good life when it came to my siblings' relationship. Yeah, we had bumped heads, but like us growing up and how we grew up, it made us to the point where we're like thick as thieves now. You can't even tell us like thick as thieves. And for us, we are at a point in our lives where we're like, okay, we want to get to know our other sister. That's our biggest thing. Is like we get to know my other sister, and then get all the family together. So that because there's so many deaths right now for us, it's like we gotta get everybody together.
Yeah, get everybody together. There's a lot of deaths happening.
It's a lot.
Yeah. So, you had lost someone a while back. I think it was last year.
Literally last year, like the end of a few months ago.
A few months ago, the end of last year. Yeah. I know they hit you real hard.
Yeah. My cousin.
Yeah. Sorry about your loss.
Thank you.
Too about that. So, how you handle like far as like mental wise, like dealing with a lot of loss back to back and stuff?
It takes me a while to deal with it, but I know for me, if I don't feel it right then and there, it's gonna come in. Like it's gonna come out in the end, and then I'll be good when it comes out in the end because I've had issues, in the past with depression, especially with anxiety and stuff like that. So it's like if I don't deal with it right then and there, I'm not gonna be able to process it well, and I'm not going to be able to, like, once it hit me again, it's like it's gonna be worse. So I try to keep myself like occupied to a certain degree because I know for me, I'm like the way my cousin was. She really kept me like she would have our, like we wanted to come to her like, hey, I'm feeling this way. She's like, okay, feel it now. Are you done? Okay, cool. Go do what you gotta do. That's just how my cousin was. So for me, just like, okay, go ahead, feel it now. Feel it. You have no choice but to. Now you done? Okay, cool. Go do what you gotta do. Go get that money. Go do what you gotta do. It's like, so that's how I process everything now. But before, I couldn't process it. I couldn't process it.
Right.
It's just like back to back. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Yeah. Especially like you said, especially when you already got a case of suffering from depression and all that stuff, and then death just basically just
It like fuels the fire.
it fuels it. It's throwing more gas on the fire. Yeah, I totally get that. So, going into some brighter things,
Yes.
you also dance.
Yes.
So what got you into dancing?
Coming back home from Virginia, I was in need of a job, and then I was like, 3 days of me coming home, I was like, I need a job. So I went down to the pub, saw my man's. I was like, hey, I need a job. Who hiring? He was like, strip club, go. Get your money, get out, whatever. So I was at the strip club for, I think, a year before I quit twice, but I was there for like
Down
a year.
here?
Yeah.
Which one?
Was Vegas Showgirls.
Vegas Show before they shut it down.
I was there for like 2 years before they shut it down.
Okay.
But I quit twice. I was like, it wasn't for me. Like the environment itself, like the money was good when it was, but the environment itself was like, nah, not for me.
So what was the environment like from your experience?
From my experience,
yeah.
Depending on the female that was working there, I had good times with some of the girls that was there with me. And then I had, some girls that was there for, a long time. Some girls were there for just like, I'm just here for a moment.
Right.
And then it was like higher up in management wise. I was like, yeah, not for me.
Gotcha.
Not for me. But I'm not used to that.
Gotcha.
So I was never used to me dancing. I was always used to pushing the clock, going 9 to 5. Like I started working at 16, so all I knew was going pushing the clock on. I never knew about dancing until I came home. I was like, I'm gonna try it out. Tried it, liked the dancing part, didn't like the management part.
Right.
But I could always quit, go get somewhere else, and I could still do it on the side.
Gotcha.
I could still do it either way, but
you do it either way.
And then I was like, oh, they shut down. Cool.
Right.
Ain't gotta worry about me.
Gotcha. Okay. So you actually, I mean, but you enjoy the dancing part for the most part. So what is the what is the pros and cons of actually dancing? Far as the what you from your experience of you getting into that lifestyle, what was the pro? What are the pros and cons, the likes and the dislikes to you?
Uh, Pros, I would say, the confidence. I'm gonna put like that for especially for
Gotcha.
girls that
Gotcha.
normally don't have confidence.
Mm.
The confidence part of it
Mm.
is that's a pro for me. The con is when it's slow. When the
Mm.
money is slow, that's the con.
Yeah.
But a pro is when the money is good or the money is flowing or you just have where you get like 1,000 or wherever, or you have the money where you can go out of town and dance and make some good money.
Gotcha.
That's a pro. I would say the exposure is a pro and a con. The exposure of you being a dancer is a pro and a con. Like you, I would say it's a con because most people say, "Oh, when you dance, you do something else." No, a pro is like, of course, it's supposed to like you get your name out there. You building like it's basically building a brand. So you can they'll usually dance, but you can also do music videos. You can do a photo shoot. You can do events, or not dance. You can host
Right.
for the most part. And so, especially now with the clubs closing and everything like that, there's other options for you. Like you can, like yeah, you can dance. You can also do a bottle girl. There's other options out there for you as far as dancing wise. So it's like it's hit and miss there, but it's a pro and con to anything.
Gotcha.
That's like you could be at a McDonald's, a pro and con to anything.
Gotcha. Okay. That's facts. That's facts. Okay. So last year you was on a reality show. Yeah, you was on a reality show, AEH.
Yes.
So, season one.
Yes, season one.
Single episode. How many episodes? What? 8, 5, 6,
It was a total of 8, 9.
8, 9.
Cause we supposed to do a reunion, but we haven't done a reunion
Oh,
yet.
okay. So, how was that experience at AEH? As far as like that whole working just the season, like.
I ain't looking at it. It's a like I said, of course, the pros and cons and everything. So, pros wise,
I'm
I
just from your
mean,
opinion.
being on camera was fun, cause I never really did something like that. Like I've done music videos, of course, but actually doing a reality show or anything like that, I have never done it. So it's like my first time ever being on a reality TV show, and I had, you know, there was moments of good times. There was moments like aggravation because I have ADHD.
Mm.
So if I'm in the middle of doing something, my ADHD, it triggers a rage. I'm like aggravation.
Mm.
So there was moments of some of it was kind of aggravating, like and then some of the girls that was on the TV show was a little like annoying, but it was young.
We got you.
So you could tell there was like there were some young ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, just the way they act. Like you, I'm not. I
Listen,
mean, just talking about women, just young women in general.
yeah.
Like
So
not
like
all, but just some women that act like that.
you could tell, kind of get of like their age and stuff like that. It was a broad of ages on the show itself, but like I said, I had a few people. I was like, not for me. You know, as far as like hanging out with them or talking to them, like, and then they like it was business to me because I was like, it's a TV show, it's business regardless. So yeah, I didn't win the TV show. I had my moments of fun, but it was like some of the challenges was hard anyways. I told them straight up, I can't climb no pole.
Right.
Second day challenge, climb the pole. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. I don't know how to do it.
Right.
Not gonna try.
Right.
I gave my effort. I gave
So
my
what y'all had to
best.
do, like with the pole?
We had to do a whole entire routine on the pole. I could only do but so much.
Gotcha.
I could only do but so much.
So you had to come up with your own routine.
No, she choreographed the routine.
Gotcha.
And we had to execute the routine.
Gotcha.
And I was like, I did my best because, like I said, I don't have no pole strength.
Well, and then all dancers don't be on poles.
Yeah.
Like some people know how to freestyle good. That's they trait. Some women know how to work the pole, and that's their trait. Some women know how to do lap dances, and that's their trait. So tabletop.
Some just all around do
and
all
some
of
just
it.
all around do it all. Exactly. Like some do it all around. So, Yeah, I watched a few episodes. I didn't watch all of them because I'm not really a reality TV person per se. As far as like I watch them things, the shows. No disrespect to none of them, but I just how you got your likes and your dislikes.
Yeah.
Like like I don't watch romance movies. That doesn't mean I don't. A envious of them or anything like that. It's just
Yeah.
not my
Yeah,
preference.
there's some stuff I don't watch. Like I don't watch a lot of reality.
Yeah,
Crazy enough, I don't watch reality, but I was on a TV show for
yeah,
reality. That's wild.
yeah.
But it is what it is.
Right, right, right. Yeah, I totally feel you. So, what was your name on the show?
My name on the show was Banana Split.
Banana Split
Yeah, cause I was the only one that knew how to do splits
and banana because your
on my
skin.
skin. Yep.
Oh, okay, okay. I guess Banana Split
Yeah.
for a dancing name
Yeah.
for the show.
Just for the show though.
I gotta watch it again. I gotta watch what like
And it's crazy enough if you like when you watch the intro, I'm the first girl.
banana.
If you watch the intro, when they like get them names and stuff, I'm the first girl. Cause I'm the only one that was in pink.
Gotcha,
I hate the color pink.
gotcha.
I hate that they put me in pink. I said I don't like pink. Y'all could have found a purple.
No.
Y'all could have found a black.
Why you don't like pink?
I hate the color pink. It's just something bad. It's like I wouldn't say it's too girly, but it's like I'm not a pink type of girl. I've never been a pink type of girl. My mom forced that on me for the longest time growing up. I said I've never been a pink type of girl. I like purple. It's like the mixing of colors is what I love about purple. So I'm like, I'm a purple girl.
Yeah, gotcha.
Pink is like, it's just what, white and red? I don't like that.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I watched a few AEH episodes. Like I said, I salute Ambitious the Dancer for making that platform because it still takes a lot of time and a lot of money and resources to make it happen. So salute to her and Cups for doing, putting that platform together. But like I said, that's your experience from far as with that. So is there a season 2 coming?
Season, there's a season 2 coming. It's something in the works right now.
So are you coming back?
If she let me, shoot, I'll come back if she let me.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind coming back.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. Okay. Awesome. So, dancing in Augusta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ask you some tough questions. So, dancing in Augusta, what is the things that you don't agree with or don't per se like when it comes to dancing in Augusta, when it comes to dancing in certain clubs? Being around certain women in clubs because most of these clubs they already have a certain set of women that's already in there. You get what I'm saying? And so every time there's some new women that's introduced into the location or to the spot, it's like, yo, what you doing here? This my spot. Go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of competition, competitive out here.
It is. It's
And
an asshole.
the crazy thing is, like, when it comes to certain clubs down here, I was part of one of the first ones. Like, before some young stopped having dancers, I can remember being me, my cousin, like one of our homegirls, and maybe one other person, like, just come in and out, hit and miss, whenever that will dance, and then, new people try to come. And then there's a lot of crabbiness. I'm playing that. I'm put like it's a bunch of crabbiness when it comes to certain women out here, cause it's some girls that are dancing in the clubs, whatever, that thinks a certain way when it comes to the money being thrown and stuff like that. And there's some that's like, if it's on me, it's mine. If it's on you, it's yours. Or if it's on both of us, we in this all the way. We'll split it down the middle. But you have some that's like that will try to steal from the other girls. There's some that will.
I actually witnessed that before.
Like, I don't. It's been fights because girls tried to steal from somebody, and I've had times where I've almost got into it with somebody because they stole from me. But I had to keep it, what they say, professional.
Right.
So there's some that will, like, it's been times where people can fight in the club and The next day, next time you go to that club, they're not there because
So
they don't allow fighting. And like a majority of the clubs don't allow fighting, especially among the employees or dancers or whatever.
right.
So when that happens, it's bad business. You gotta go.
You gotta
You're bad
go.
for
Now you
business.
bad. Now you can't ban from there. You can't dance no more.
Yeah.
So question. Going back a little paces, a few paces. Um, you said that if it's in their area or whoever area is belongs to them, that to some women, it belongs to them. So, like I said, I've actually seen this before a few times, by the way. I've seen one situation where, okay, these two girls was dancing right beside each other. They don't like each other, but by the way, too. But they dancing right there beside each other because, it's one of those clubs where it's only so big.
Mm-hmm.
And if you got all the people in the middle of the floor throwing money and all the girls are running to where the money at, you get what I'm saying? Just so happen you're gonna be dancing beside somebody you don't like sometimes. And if it's a bunch of people that you in the middle and there's a bunch of guys surrounding you throwing money at you, you can't really tell who money belongs to what. Because it's especially if they're throwing it up in the air. You get what I'm saying? Ain't like they just walking to you like, hey, here you go. Right.
Yeah.
Put it in your hand.
And that's where the split down the middle comes into play.
Yeah.
Yes, when it comes to the thought of the money, it's everybody's like, I gotta do it a certain way, do it a certain way so it looks good. But that's where like it could be me, and there's a few girls in the industry I don't like. I don't care for.
Right.
I tell you to your face, I don't care for you. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna say, hey, how you doing? But I'm gonna keep it moving. I ain't gonna have a whole conversation with you. It's a few girls like that, and a few girls like that I have been around. But that's where, like I said, come like it could be me, one girl here, and then like another girl here, maybe somebody in behind us, and we just all in like in a one area, money getting thrown. It could be like, let's say 500 on the floor. We split that money between everybody that's around it.
Mm.
Some girls like, oh no, I had this money, or they're trying to stuff something already inside like their clothes or in their bags or whatever, and then like, oh, we didn't split it. No, let
Yeah.
it hit the flow.
Mm.
Gather that up, split it down the middle. It's 50-50, regardless of what the fact is.
All right.
Now, if somebody just comes up to you and you like, put it in your bra or
That's you.
hand it to you like, here you go, that's you.
Yeah.
But if it's on the floor and it's like other people or other dancers around there, split it down the middle.
Right. Which is fair. Which is fair. Which it also causes. I feel like, but that's the problem with Augusta too. That I feel like since they shut down a lot of the strip club, well, all the strip clubs, since they shut them down, you got like all the clubs trying. They got the bottle girl types. They can't strip, but they dress half naked and they got they cheeks and cleavages and all the other stuff showing. They have all that out to attract clients to spend money on how good they look, and then they shake their butts and stuff like that to make money. So you still getting a little glimpse of the strip club life, but you're not getting the full experience.
Yeah.
But they're trying to charge you like you're getting the full experience.
Yeah.
Of the
Tip
strip
out.
club life. So strippers get charged tax even like there's not even strippers in the clubs down here because they can't have strippers. They got bottle girls.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but you can't charge bottle girls the same way you charge a stripper.
Yeah.
They're doing less, but they charge the bottle girls the same like if they're stripping.
Mm-hmm.
You get like at the end of the night.
It's what they call the tip out.
The tip out. Like there was a first one like last year. I think y'all seen it was a post on Facebook. I think it was Truth or one of these clubs, but it was a fuss about. It was a young lady that went to the club and was trying to have a good time. I guess it was her birthday or something like that or whatever. I don't even know it was her birthday, but anyway. She was going to have a good time. She was dancing. And I guess she had a shape the whole nine. And she was dancing. And some of the bottle girls didn't like her dancing and collecting money.
I remember that. I said that.
They didn't like her getting money. And she made a post. Was like, yo, I'm having a good time. This and this and that. These girls are hating on me because I'm racking up this and this and that. They were like, no, that's our money. You're taking money away from the club. And they also had a rule, too. You probably remember this one, too, where if there's money being thrown in the air, if you're not a dancer there that night, you can't pick it up.
That's definitely truth.
Like nobody's there. Like if we just going to the club that night and somebody in the club just throwing money, you can't pick it up.
Yeah.
It has to stay on the ground because it belongs to the club.
Or whoever's in that
Or
section.
whoever's in
or
that
whatever.
section.
Yeah. There's some, stuff out there like that.
Right.
Well, I'm a host of these clubs, so I don't care either way.
But it's like, but that's the problem that I have with Augusta. Now, I'm not knocking nobody's hustle. Do your hustle, make your money, do what you do. But when you got out of towners that come here and look how we run things down this way, it's a joke. It's funny. It looks like we're not making no real moves or getting no real money down here because we're moving in a hamster wheel. Like, you got to think, everybody goes to the club every weekend for what? I'm asking you.
On the weekends,
Just people go out every. Matter of fact, these days they don't go out the weekends no more. They go out every day.
literally
Not
every
everybody.
single day.
Not
They go
everybody.
out for liquor and girls.
Exactly. So if it's not clubbing, they're going out to a bar or a grill or a hookah lounge, something.
Yep.
At least 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, especially if a hookah lounge or something. Or
2 3 times a week.
There's a few places
Especially down here.
especially down here.
Especially down here.
Like, let's say it's convenient for you to go downtown. Well, it's gonna be open mostly on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. The bars or hookah lounge. They're like, well, hookah lounge because I can smoke, I can drink. It might be a girl in there time.
Right.
But there's a place, what's it called, Majeska.
Yeah.
They're open. They don't have any dancers there, but a lot of people go there. And then you got Oak on Mondays and Wednesdays. They have their bar girls. That's where they go most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I get a hookah, I get a girl that, bring me my bottle that dances, I can throw money on. And I can drink. I can drink all throughout the week.
Right.
And then recover on Sunday.
Right.
That's their option. That's their mentality now. I can drink all week and recover on Sunday.
Right.
But most of the time they go for the girls because a lot of places are now offering hookahs. So hookahs, liquor, and girls.
Yeah. And then it's like, I just think, when it comes to Augusta, we don't need no more clubs. We don't need no more party spots. We need more stuff for the youth to do because there's nothing out here for the kids to do. For one, I think because a lot of people be built on building businesses and companies down here, and it's always settled around the older crowd. You know what I'm saying? Or first thing we get some money. First thing we get, we either get a studio. Use myself. we get a studio, car wash,
Yeah.
clothing store,
The food spot.
food spot,
Maybe.
a food restaurant spot.
And there's less food restaurants out here than anything, though.
And then, yeah, but then you have some people that do try to have things for the kids and stuff. They don't get enough praise.
They
I
don't.
don't even think you're getting no prayer. I just don't think the movement big enough. You know how we can first thing we're gonna point it, like you said, the bars,
The hoop, yeah.
Now when that start happening more, we gonna start talking about that first.
First,
So
yeah,
I just feel
facts.
like you said, I just don't think it's
Movement wise, yeah.
Right.
It ain't enough recreation. It ain't enough
Yeah.
arcade.
Right.
Education.
And half the
Right.
time the arcades be for us, the ones that's in our 20s and 30s. We be like, oh, we gonna be a big kid over there in the arcades.
Right.
But it's not enough. And half the time they be all out the way.
Right.
Like you got
And if you did
a
have-
bounce house on Evans, out there in Evans. That's
That's
so
too
far
far.
out the way.
Yeah. It gotta have more because you gotta think these days now. Once you get out of high school, what you gonna do? Like there's nothing. I mean, either college and everybody don't want to go to college because everybody don't want to be stuck in debt most of the time. And a lot of people just ready to get their 12 years done. They out of school and get the hell of it, be gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I need
saying?
to go get me a job now.
Yeah, I'm gone. So I got my degree, got my parents off my ass, I'm good. But once you get your degree, it's like, okay, now you in the real world, and it's like, what? What I'm gonna do? Wherever.
These folks calling about my loans.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got, especially down here, when somebody you got so many kids graduated last year. If they're not going to college, and college not for everybody, what everybody else gonna do? Get a job?
And half the time the jobs ain't really hiring. They say they are, but they're not.
And then when you young at 18, 19, you probably still with my
Yes, sir.
so guess what you doing? You still feel like you can run around.
You should run around. So exactly. So yeah, I just feel like there need to be more opportunities down this way for us with that. Even when it comes to the adult stuff like that, like going back to what we was talking about the dance life and the nightlife.
Yeah.
I feel like down here, there's nothing. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it for that type of crowd because if people like to go celebrate,
It's too
have
much
fun,
out here.
it's just too much of that. And I feel like that we need down this way, and it's not helping by just having that because for one, everybody don't club. You know what I'm saying? And if they do club, it's like everybody don't go to certain one club.
Yeah.
Like everybody, some people go to Truth, some go to Oak, some go to 3DL when it was open, some go to Jamming Moments, some go to different clubs. Everybody got their own brand, their own what they like.
And Jamming Moments is now starting to cater to more of like the 40 and up crowd.
Right.
They're changing. They're like a lot
Because
of they're changing their image and they're changing their I would say they're changing like their ways, but they're just trying to change certain things where it's like, yeah, the 40 up crowd, that's a good crowd, and then they can do more like line dancing and stuff like that.
So basically, Jamming Moments, like I said, shout out Natalie and Mark. Know my people, I know real good. Shout out with that. Basically, they did a whole change as far as I talked to them about it too back then, like a couple or last year, because they changed the name from Some Young Ho to Jamming Moments, which I'm thankful they did. So glad they did it, because Some Young Ho didn't sound good compared to Jamming Moments.
And then the fact that, no disrespect to you, it was some young.
Yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
like,
So and it was like people was playing on the word of it, Some Young Ho. So it was like, oh, there's some young hoes in there, ha ha ha. But Jamming Moments is a whole lot better.
Right.
It's a lot professional. It's more elegant. It's more commercial.
Yeah.
But they try. They still do the party joints with younger audience, but mostly they rent those out to people, or they promoters will bring their own parties in there, but they don't
And
open
then
it
that's
up.
where the issues come into play because you got
Right.
promoters that was like, oh, that could like you have promoters that work the door, be like, oh well, this person gonna date. Oh, I know him, he could, and that's what their biggest issue was when it was Some Young Code. They had a bunch of promoters
Yeah.
that was at the door,
Yeah.
when in and everybody in, and now you got guns to the club.
Right.
Now you got shootouts happening in front of the club, and you
Right.
got other violence surrounding the club. Now that's all they think about. Oh, Some Young Code, that I ain't trying to get shot. I ain't finna go down there.
Right.
Change everything. You got Jamming Moments, more professional.
Right.
It's like, oh, there's no gun, or they enforce that ain't no guns allowed,
Right.
ain't no weapons allowed. So
Right.
now they really enforce it where it's like, you know what, no, go away.
Right. See, one thing I don't like. That's another thing that I don't like about when it comes to people's when it comes to like their opinions on far as when things happen in the city. Like for instance, Some Young Ho did have a lot of shootings and issues and stuff back then. But what other spot in the city hasn't? The mall been shot up. You don't see people be like, I ain't going to the mall no more. They still go to the mall.
There's more cops like, hey.
You know what I'm saying? It's just more cops and more protection there
more
now.
Cops and more,
you get what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, like Jamming, like Some Young Ho, like I felt like they changed. They needed to change the name because of the name. But you can't name a spot down here in Augusta within the last 10 years that didn't have an incident. You get what I'm saying? That doesn't, and it don't even have to be a club. You could say Walmart. There have been people robbed, shot, killed out there. Like a Walmart, Family Dollars.
It's a lot.
So it's like it's multiple places that has crime, and I hate when people be like, "Oh, I ain't going there because this happened there." Well, you gonna stop? Well, you might well just stay in the house because something's gonna happen no matter whether you can control it or not.
You see it a lot on Facebook. It's like, oh, this person got shot up, this plane, da da da. Like, crime itself is like non-debatable. Like, you're gonna find that regardless. Like, you could think you can move out the state and there won't be no crime. You can still see crime.
All right, you can be like, I don't club, I don't party, I go to church. Okay, they shooting in churches.
They definitely shoot at churches.
So what you do? Like they shoot at churches, they shoot at schools. They shoot at baseball stadiums. They shoot at movie theaters. They shoot at the airports.
And it's crazy because
Right.
that goes back to what you were saying about there's nothing out here for kids. Because like when a child is out here in this world, all they know is getting a gun.
Mm.
And it's a lot of, I'm gonna say the OGs out here that will push that on to kids like get a gun, get a gun, get a gun. And there's like a lot of gang activity was like kids are getting involved. They automatically first hand see it, and it's like you got a bunch of YNs around here just shooting up everything. Cause there ain't nothing besides that out there for them.
You know the OG. We don't have OGs no more. We do. They're not that many of them. And the ones that are OGs, because people, and my thing with OG, and we're gonna talk about this when we get on the interview about OGs. I'm gonna get more deeper in it with you though. Shout out New Money, but the thing about we could talk about this since you're a lady, we'll talk about female OGs, right? What do you consider the female OG age and how they move?
I say, yeah, like you could be like 28 and have people like you can have be 28 and have people up under you, but it's the way you move
Right.
and the way you lead. That's the biggest
Right.
thing when it comes to being an ugly. It's how you
Right.
lead somebody.
Right.
If you lead somebody down the wrong path, that's all they know. If you
Right.
lead somebody down a good path, that's all they're gonna know. But it's all about how you lead, because when us, kids or whatever, they're not listening to us, their parents no more. They listen to people out there on the streets. That's all they're gonna know is people out there on the street. So if you lead somebody a certain way, that's all they're gonna know.
Mm.
So to be an OG is like, yeah, your age, but how you lead somebody,
Right.
how you move.
Right.
Because you could be an an uncle out here, but you broke.
Mm.
You could be an auntie out here, but you're moving a certain way where it's like sightsee. As you move a certain way, it's like, yeah, no, I can't, I can't see that for myself.
Right.
Like for me, I could be, in 5 years from now, I could be an OG, but it's all about how I lead somebody.
Mm.
How do I move a certain way, or how do I lead somebody? Yeah, I ain't got no money, but I would lead somebody to how to get some money.
Right. Right.
Because biggest thing out here is money.
Right.
Money, fame, and power. That's the biggest thing out here.
Right. Okay. Like your answer. Dope. 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 I ain't got to really say nothing behind that. That's it. That's a nice one. Okay. I like that answer. That's a very good answer. Okay. All right. So another talent that I, noticed that you do, and you've been working with us for a few months now, is acting. So what made you want to get into acting?
I was a low key. I was a theater kid. I done, like I said, I've did chorus before, and I've also did a couple plays, like school plays or whatever. So, but I've always been interested in just being like what they consider like the triple threat out here when it comes to like being in Hollywood and stuff. Like my biggest inspiration when it came to like acting was like Keke Palmer. Seeing her from Akilah Little B to what she is now, it's like, yeah, that's what I want to do. See a triple threat, and that's my biggest, like, that's what I want to be, a triple threat. Acting, singing, dancing.
Gotcha.
And then I love acting. I love being behind the camera, like, in front of a camera. I love, like, just, like, the fun of it all, especially when you get into a role or a character that's, like, kind of relatable.
Right. Right.
So that's why I kind of like doing it. I love acting.
Right. So, and of course, with some of my listeners probably know that you have a lisp.
Yeah.
So how hard is that far as like as you want to get into acting and far as you know that, hey, I'm gonna have to get in front of this screen, I'm gonna have to learn all these lines and just do my thing. Was you kind of worried that your list would be in the way a little bit?
I've always, like, worried about it to a certain degree because I know how I talk. Like, to me, I talk normal. Like, my ears, when I talk normal. But to everybody else, like, no, you just a little lisp. And I was like, it's a little bit.
It's just a little bit, not much.
It's like, but I always go back to my, like, when it comes to certain things, like, my upbringing, because, like, I was in speech therapy because I had one. So when I was doing speech therapy, so I'm like, now I go back to, like, the exercises I used to do as far as, like, talking or stuff like that. Like, I've always, like, swallow before you talk. So I always go back to that. So it's, it's nerve-wracking a little bit because, like, dang, I hope I'm saying it right. To me, it sounds right.
Right.
Like, to me, to my ears, it sounds right. But to others, like, nah, more clear.
Right. But hey, it's your style. Yeah, I mean, it's your style. I mean, like I said, everybody's unique in their own way, and I feel like from us working with you, you good to work with. You get on set, you listen, take directions good, and you got some few projects coming out. First one is 7 Days Without Sex that come out Friday on the 1st.
Yes.
I think on the 1st. You also did Vanity Flaw.
Yes, that was the first one too.
Yeah.
My first time being in front of a camera.
So how was far as your experience, far as with that?
When it came to Vanity Flaw, I think it was like easier because like it was more my element.
The element.
Cause I'm used to it. I was at Sue's Lounge for a good long time.
Right.
So when I went there, I was like, I'm you.
That's
my.
It's your
I
spot.
love
right,
it.
Right.
I could do this.
So did you catch the live of it?
I did.
You did. How much you watched the whole thing, or you caught the little bit part?
I watched the whole thing.
Oh, so you did catch the whole thing.
Through and through.
Okay.
I say I like that.
Okay.
I like that. I look good. I look good. I like that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what roles you think, like, far as you would like to play, like horror, thriller, suspense, comedy?
Well, I want to say all of it.
Okay.
I want to try all of it. Like I want to try, especially like horror and like suspense, and like especially like for me, I think dramatic roles. I want to do something dramatic because I have my dramatic ways, so I want to like be able to put that on cameras. Like, drama.
You can cry on cue. You can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can cry on cue. That gets you in the game. Like,
I can cry.
I
can be straight up lying. I'm crying on cue. I'm telling you.
Like, for real. So, cause reason, like a lot of actors, that's their flaws. They don't have like that emotional bone in them where they can turn on and off without them being triggered. But if you can do that when somebody like and action, and you can start boohoo crying, yeah, you'd be a beast. Yeah.
Listen, I can do it.
Okay.
I've done it before. That's the crazy thing about it. I was like, there was times where it was like I needed whatever, or like there was moments where I was like, I'm trying to get into like a certain school play. That's like, can you cry? I'm like, hold on, give me a second. And the bust out's like, yeah, I can do it. Give me a second, I can do it.
Okay, that was up. All right, I'm gonna put that on my notebook. Okay, cool. All right. So before we slide off on NewbieVeT, one more question. New Money. So how was that connection? How y'all wound up linking up, far as with the relationship and the ties with the musical? Y'all basically do this together as a unit.
Can I tell the whole story?
It's your interview.
Okay. I just want to know. Give permission now.
It's your interview.
So
You can start a script with it. You start right there.
Okay. So my first time ever meeting New Money, I met two of them first.
You could have met two of them. Okay.
I met two of them first. It was Don Rivers and then New Money.
Okay.
They was both working at the pub, which was owned by Vegas Sugars and Discotheque, stuff like that. They was all owned by the same peoples.
Right.
So I met them at the pub. I met them two first, and I was around most of them two for a good minute, and then like I said, I went to Virginia with Don Rivers, and then I came back home. He stayed out there. That's when I came back home, went back to, hey, let New Money know, hey, I'm in town. Then he was like in the strip club, and then he was still working at the pub. And then I think maybe a few months after of us just like working in the same area and us being like in the hotel together, stuff like that, was like, we're gonna try a relationship out. And we had our ups and downs, we had our moments where it was like, nah, this ain't it. Nah, this ain't gonna work, but we didn't want to leave each other alone. But it was like, that's what I started doing, like the promotion for the group itself. But that's what I was like, but after I started being around him and being with him, that's when I met Bernard B. And then that's when I met like the videographer, Garvey. And then that's when I met like, a few other people that's like, either they're do features with, or they're like, they know itself, or they know that, know their music, stuff like that. And that's when I'm like, let me plug into their music. Let me, listen to what they, they got or whatever. Then I was like, okay, cool. Now, how do you want to market it? And then there was the clothing line, or and stuff like that. And then I was like, okay, close the line, cool. Let's promote that. Let's get a couple pieces out there we can either sell or we just use as promo. And then it came from that to now we're, people come to us like, hey, I want you to perform. I want you the group to perform here. And then now they have what they call the heavy hitters. Every third Thursday or like every third Thursday they have a showcase down at Soul Bar where they're hosting it, but they have other local artists come to perform and promote their music. And then there's, I want to say my third year actually being around them and knowing them, that's when I started my own business.
Mm.
That's when I started doing my candles. Like I make my own candles. I do clothes as well. So being around them kind of helped fuel my business, and it
Gotcha.
helped me put my name out there.
Gotcha.
So whereas now it's new money, more love.
Gotcha.
Because at one point it was just all new money.
All new money.
Now it's new money,
And
more love.
You chop a piece off, then we got more money.
Yeah.
More money. Gotcha.
That's what we call it too.
Thanks.
More money too.
Thanks. Okay. All right, so folks, slide off on NewbieVeT. How can they get in contact with you for bookings, for dancing and acting and new money, and also any love you like to shout out?
First thing first, I would like to shout out, new money because, we were rocking for a long time. We've been doing this for a long time now. And, it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have done most of this. So, shout him out. And then I would say to get in contact with me for like booking and stuff like that, you can follow my Instagram, which is MaryJane_LYFE23. And then my Snapchat is Mommy's Little Girl. Is it? Yeah, Mommy's Little Girl 23. My Facebook is MoLove, MoeLove. You can follow me on all social media platforms. And, just hit me up, say, hey, book me for this, and I'll tell you my price.